All right, ready?
Yep.
All right. On today's show, I welcome on a special guest. He's Jackson Walsh. He's a senior guard for Cumberland High School boys basketball team, and he's also the senior pitcher for the high school baseball team as well too for Cumberland. Jackson, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you holding up during these COVID times?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Staying indoors, staying away from people, especially right now because we'd have to go into quarantine. That means be at risk of missing playoffs. So it's a good time to stay indoors right now.
Yeah, it's probably I totally agree with you on that one. Before we get into the season, I want to ask, how did you get into basketball?
I probably started playing at the Boys and Girls Club in Cumberland when I was about 5. My dad played in high school at Cumberland, and my mom's from Maine. She played in college, and then she coached collegiately at Miami, and then came back here, coached at she wanted to be closer to home, so she coached at Assumption. So I'd say my parents probably got me into it at a young age.
Nice, that's awesome. And how'd you get into baseball as well too?
Same thing, probably just from a young age, started playing. My dad actually didn't play in high school.
Mhm.
So just Cumberland's a big baseball town. So everybody kind of grew up playing it. And then a lot of people went away from it, started playing lacrosse or soccer, something like that. But I feel like everybody around here started playing it at a young age. So I don't know. I just kind of stuck with it. I liked it.
That's awesome. That's really cool. So for basketball, I mean, your season's been underway. You guys have been playing really well. You've had some really good games, and you've had some great games. First of all, I want to know, what's it like to play the season with a mask, and how's that adjustment? And do you feel like you're adjusted to it by now?
I feel like the first 2 weeks of tryouts and practice helped out a lot because we did a ton of running early in on tryouts. So playing with the mask on really helped. And the refs have been enforcing it well this year, keeping it above the nose. So, I mean, it makes it a little harder, but it's all just for safety. So it's good.
That's awesome. That's great. And how many masks do you bring a game?
I probably have 5 in my bag. I think I went through 3 last game.
Holy crap, that's crazy.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
What do you think how do you like the 4 quarters? Like, what's that adjustment like from going from halves? And do you really like the 4 quarters more?
It's a good little built-in break because, it's a good break. Take your mask off for a little bit, get a drink, and also from playing and coaching standpoint, make adjustments mid-game. So it's a little built-in timeout for a minute or two. So I think I like it. I liked it better than the halves.
That's awesome. That's great. Yeah, I feel like, I don't know why, but it feels like the game goes by, when you're watching them, feels like it goes by pretty quick with the 4 quarters.
Yeah, it feels like that playing too.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. Like, I turn my head and I'd be like, oh, the game's over with, or I figure out plenty of time to do something, and I'll like turn around and the game's done. But you have had some really great games this season yourself. You scored 18, 20, and you scored quite a few points in quite a few games. I mean, what has been the biggest thing for you to really step up for your team? And like, have you done anything in the offseason to help make that step up?
Shooting wise, probably just getting a ton of shots up in the off season, and then this fall too with that extra time. So probably that. And then we're just playing really good team basketball right now, moving the ball well, setting screens, getting open. So I feel like that's been beneficial for our team's success and my success too. So it's all just clicking right now for us. So I feel like that's the big part of it.
Yeah, you guys are playing really good basketball. The team's playing really well. You guys are a lot of fun to watch. I do enjoy watching you guys games. Has there been a favorite game this season?
What was that?
Has there been a favorite game this season? Have you had a favorite game?
I'd probably say the EP or Shea game that we had. We played, I think, EP a couple Mondays ago and Shea that next Wednesday night. Coming off a tough loss to Smithfield after those games.
Yep.
We were up big going in the fourth quarter at Smithfield, and it was just kind of really defeating to lose it in the fourth quarter like that. So those were 2 really big bounce back games for us at home. So I feel like either one of those would be like our standout games for us.
Yeah. I think you guys could have taken it a different way. I mean, I remember the Smithfield game. I watched it. You guys could have really just went downhill from the other way, but you guys really bounced back big time and took it to the next level, which is awesome. And you guys have been playing great ball in a sense.
Yeah.
Now, what's your team goal this year?
I'd say a state championship right now. I feel like it's up for grabs this year, and I feel like we've been playing so far. We've kind of been like a Band-Aid. We haven't been fully healed yet, so we're missing guys right now, actually.
Yeah.
So we're missing guys at the start of the season, got those guys back, and right as those guys came back, now we're down a guy or two right now. So I feel like once we get fully compact, then I feel like a state championship is definitely a thing we can look at.
That's awesome, man. I hope you guys achieve it. I mean, you guys are playing really good basketball. You guys have a solid team. Like you said, I know you guys are missing a couple of players, so it's going to be great when all of you guys are back together and be able to mesh and make that run.
Yeah, it should be exciting.
That's awesome. I now, I'm going to ask you about baseball. Like, so how did you become a pitcher? What made you get into pitching?
I don't remember exactly, but I probably just started it when I was younger. It was probably decent at it, so I just kind of continued it, and it's probably my strongest aspect on the baseball field, I would say.
Nice. What's your favorite pitch to throw?
I like my changeup a lot. Little 1-2 changeup in the dirt. That's my go-to.
That's awesome. That's really cool. And now, do you have a favorite baseball team?
It's the Red Sox.
Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, same here. I'm a Red Sox fan too. So yeah. Are you all New England for all your teams?
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, I'm right there with you. I'm a 49ers fan for football. So, but that's a different reason. All right. So let's ask some questions. For the fans to get to know you and what you like to do outside of sports. But one of the questions I do have to ask has to do with sports. Pre-game ritual.
I feel like it changes each year.
Yeah.
I'd say like maybe I do something before a game, then have a good game, so keep with it. This year, probably just getting the right amount of shots up pregame, I would say. Like, so we go from like layups to a different drill, and then usually starting five, and then maybe the sixth and seventh man just trade off shots. So I feel like starting that at the right time, taking the right amount of shots, not getting tired out in warm-ups just from shooting a lot, because we usually have a lot of time before a game to warm up. So I feel like just pacing myself before a game is what I've been sticking with this year, and I think it's been working.
That's awesome. Now, are you more superstitious with basketball or baseball for like pregame rituals?
I probably baseball, because I feel like pitching wise, you can kind of control what you're doing. Basketball kind of more of a team sport. You got to kind of go with the flow of the game, but baseball as a pitcher, you're really controlling the game.
Yeah.
So I feel like baseball would definitely be the more superstitious sport.
All right. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I feel like baseball, I feel like everybody like has like a routine on the mound or before a game, they always just follow, especially if they have like a good game or something like that.
Yeah,
is there a meal now? Is there a favorite food that you like?
It's probably steak, I would say.
Steak.
Yeah, that's probably not pregame, but just in general.
Just in general. And is there like a pregame meal that you have, or do you just eat specifically?
Usually a salad. Honestly, I like a good salad before the game. Maybe some like chicken Caesar. That's probably my go-to.
That makes the most sense. Everyone says like pizza and French fries. Like, how do you not like want to throw up?
I wouldn't be able to do that.
I'll share a quick story. I had Chinese food before like a game once, and it was like our whole team had Chinese food before a game, and we played the like worst game of our life. We're all dragging. And I was like, we'll never ever do that. And my coach was like, what's wrong with you guys? I'm like, we're sweating, we're dying, we eat way too much food, so never again. So I don't know how people eat pizza and French fries before a game. So salad makes sense to me. So
that surprises me.
Yeah. Now, do you have a favorite music or favorite artist that you like?
I'm into some older music. I'd say Springsteen's probably my top guy.
That's good. That's good. That's a good one. Who do you have a favorite song by him?
No, I don't. There's a lot of good ones.
Nice. Is that do you listen to him before a game or anything?
Probably not, because I feel like I'm the only one that would like that stuff. So all the pregame playlists would just be current rap. I like some like current rap, but it's not what I'd listen to in my free time.
Nice.
Just more like hype music stuff before the game.
That makes sense. That's good. Yeah. Bruce Springsteen's a good one. I'm actually kind of surprised I haven't heard someone say Bruce Springsteen yet, but that's a good one. Is there like, do you like playing any video games or anything?
Not lately. I haven't been a huge video game guy. I mean, I'll hop on the Xbox, play Madden with my brother once in a while, but that's probably the extent of it.
Yeah. And what about, do you have a favorite player from the Celtics and the Red Sox?
Celtics, it's probably Tatum.
Okay.
Red Sox, it was Mookie. Now it's probably Martinez, I would say.
Nice. Yeah. I'm interested. What do you think about the Red Sox this year? Because I'm interested to see what happens.
I think they still need to get a couple pieces to be good.
Yeah.
I think they're still going to struggle with what they have now.
Yeah, that's tough. And what do you think about the Celtics?
I don't know. I'm worried they're just going to be another mediocre like playoff run again this year. So hopefully they just need. I feel like they need that one last piece to just get over the hump.
Yeah, someone made a good point that I forgot what team. There's like these teams that are really good that just never got over the hump, that always were like in it, like. And then someone made that point that this is like this current Celtics teams. That's who they remind them of, like these.
Yeah, it's probably pretty accurate.
It sucks, man. It's tough. It's tough as a fan. I'm sick of Lakers and LeBron. I want to beat him once with the Celtics. And what about now? Do you play any AAU or anything?
I never played an AAU basketball game in my life, actually.
Really?
Yeah. I used to play Reba travel team all throughout middle school. You know, a lot of the guys around the state used to play. Like East Greenwich was always good. Coventry was good. West Warwick was good. CLCF. So I feel like that was the most AAU-ish basketball I'd play, but that was like during the middle school season or whatever, and just be on the weekends, have some tournaments. So that's besides school basketball, that's the extent of what I've played.
Wow, that's good. That's really, I mean, you're a great player, and it's awesome that like you don't do the AAU and you're still playing really good ball either way, and just says something about you as an athlete overall, you know.
Yeah, probably playing baseball probably was a factor, not playing AAU too.
Yeah, that's definitely understand. Did you play any summer league in baseball?
Yeah, I'd play a travel team showcase for baseball because that's where most of the college recruiting gets done, because the college coaches can't recruit in the spring really because they have their own seasons going on.
Yeah.
So travel team in the summer is where you get all your exposure.
Where'd you play? What team did you play for in travel team during the summer?
I played out of Upper Deck this summer. Just a bunch of Cumberland Lincoln kids mostly.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right. I got a few more questions and we'll wrap it up. Let's do this. Is there a basketball game from last year that really sticks out to you, and a baseball game from last year that really sticks out to you?
Basketball. I'm trying to think. It was hard. We beat LaSalle at home, which is good, but I don't think I really contributed to that game. But as a team, that would probably be the biggest sticking out for me.
Yeah.
Baseball, I had to go all the way back to sophomore year because we didn't have a spring season.
Oh, geez, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I'd say for personally baseball, my first varsity game as a sophomore. Now like 5-0 to Hendricken in the first inning.
Yeah.
And the first reliever off the bench came in like 1, 2, 3 inning, like one hit. So no runs. It just felt good to do that against, especially Hendricken, who ended up winning it that year. So that was probably my high point for baseball.
That's crazy. That's awesome. Now, if you don't mind me asking, what's the highest fastball you could throw?
85, 86, right around there.
That's crazy. That's awesome. That's tough to hit. I wouldn't be able to hit it. At least. All right. Last question. What's your favorite thing to do outside of baseball and basketball?
Golf, probably.
Golf.
I love golfing.
That's awesome. Now
I do that for a living if I could.
Yeah, that would be a great living if you could make it happen. Do you have when you golf, does your baseball swing mess up your swing or no?
It probably does, honestly. I haven't been that strong of a hitter all my life.
Yeah.
That's why for college I'm going to be a pitcher. For high school I do both, but my hitting probably isn't great. So maybe it's been a factor and I haven't known about it. So that could be fixed, but I'm not sure. It probably does, honestly.
Nice. What courses do you play?
I can get on to Kirkbray a lot. I'm not a member there, but buddy's dad is the golf pro there. So get on to Kirkbray a lot. Go out to Burrowville, play Crystal Lake a lot.
Nice.
My family has a place in Maine, Southern Maine, so we play up there a lot too. My brother's a member at a course up there. Nice. So I get on there with him a lot. So all over really.
That's really cool. Are you and your brother competitive when you guys play?
He's gotten a lot better, so it's a little closer. I used to be way better than him. Now he's beaten me a couple times.
Oh boy. Uh-oh. Is your brother younger?
Yeah, he actually is.
Oh, geez. That's tough. We can't let him beat you.
He stopped playing baseball and basketball after middle school, so he's all golf right now. So he's been playing a lot. He plays. I did it in the fall a couple times too with him, and into the winter a little bit before basketball, virtual golf, which is fun to do.
That's awesome.
In a simulator. So that's pretty fun. He does that a lot now.
That's really cool. Is there a course that you guys like to play on the simulator?
Probably Augusta is the go-to there.
That's awesome.
It's fun to play.
That's really cool. What's your lowest score in golf?
80.
Oh man, you got me beat, man. I can't get past 85. That's no matter what I do.
Yeah.
That's good. I'm terrible at golf.
Yeah, goals to break 80 this summer.
There you go. I love it. Yeah, I'm a big golfer too. So I like you. If I could do that for a living, I would. Yeah. I kind of missed my opportunity on that one. I'm a little old now. Maybe I can hit the senior tour eventually.
Yeah, hopefully.
Well, Jackson, this has been a lot of fun, man. You're doing great this season. I love watching you play. Love seeing you guys, Cumberland do well in their season as well too. What you guys are doing as a basketball team be a lot of fun. Excited for your baseball season as well too. I'm looking forward to that. Definitely have to get you on when baseball comes back. Gets back on for sure.
Sounds great.
This has been awesome. Any statements or anything before we sign off?
No, I'm all set.
All right, man.
Go Clippers.
All right. Thank you so much, Jackson. I appreciate your time and everything like that. All right.
All right. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.